Ripple XRP holders, welcome back. And it's time to break down exactly what the hell happened last night on 60 Minutes. Brad Garlinghouse is responding to what happened last night. Basically, his belief is that we still have a long way to go. And we'll get into that because there's no doubt that 60 Minutes got some things wrong last night. I want to highlight some of those things as well. We'll talk about the overall market. We'll talk about altcoin season, where the crypto market is here today. But I first want to get in there and react to what we saw last night from 60 Minutes and give you guys some things you probably haven't seen yet if you weren't up late last night. And we'll give you guys the full breakdown in this video, highlight what Brad Garlinghouse said in response to his discussion with 60 Minutes, and again, get into some of the nitty-gritties, some of the things that 60 Minutes just flat out got wrong last night. And again, we've got a long way to go still. And this just highlights it, in my opinion, that we are still fighting the good fight. Garlinghouse talked about, these technologies being crypto, blockchain, are continuing to become more and more mainstream, but we still have a long way to go. He said, I spoke with Margaret Brennan from 60 Minutes for 90 plus minutes straight. When discussing the SEC's misguided lawsuit against Ripple, 60 Minutes shockingly left out that a federal judge ruled that XRP is not a security. Right? They omitted this. Gensler's shill, John Reed Stark, knows better despite his comments that 60 Minutes chose to air. Lastly, to say crypto has no utility is exactly what the naysayer said about the internet in its earliest days. That it's nothing more than illicit activity. How vastly they were proven wrong. Today, even JP Morgan is coming around on blockchain. Conveniently, 60 Minutes also failed to mention that Ripple is doing billions of dollars of KYC transactions for our institutional customers, leveraging XRP to move money cross-border more efficiently than traditional payment rails. And guys, I'm going to tell you guys straight up, in a lot of ways, this was a hit piece against crypto. I thought it would be, honestly. I thought it would be, and they took the stance that, Donald Trump and everybody on that side of the aisle won the election because of crypto, and they're no good, and there's still no utility, and crypto's still used for nefarious activities. This was still a piece that I thought we would see back in like 2020, 2021. But eventually, guys, this narrative will shift. Now, Neil Hartner did a fantastic job of breaking some things down, things that 60 Minutes got wrong about crypto, about XRP, and about Ripple. So stay with me here, guys. And please give me your thoughts as we roll along, because there's a lot to unpack here. Brad Garlinghouse, this is a quote. Brad Garlinghouse is the CEO of a company called Ripple, whose crypto XRP became the third largest in the world this past week. XRP is not Ripple's crypto. Ripple is an influential member of the XRP community, but the XRP ledger is public and decentralized. Here's another quote. John Reed Stark, crypto is a scourge. It's not something that you want in your society. It has no utility. It's just pure speculation. Well, that's wrong. Ripple payments customers using XRP for cross-border payments would beg to differ. There's real utility there. John Reed Stark, I've read every case. I've read every motion, and judges have said over and over again that these are securities. Well, Judge Torres already ruled that XRP, the token itself, is not a security when it comes to the retail investment side of things. 60 Minutes screwed up on this one. John Reed Stark was completely wrong, especially since there are definitely tokens with utility. 100%, I agree with Ben here. They clearly already had an angle going into this interview and selected talking points that reinforced that. Neil said that. It was the classic thing that we've seen in traditional media before. They've already got their idea set in stone. Let's go ahead and play into and feed into this negative narrative about crypto instead of coming into it with open eyes, right? Instead of coming into it with open eyes and actually wanting to learn about what's going on. No, that's not exactly what happened. They did the exact opposite. And it's absolutely ridiculous, honestly, in my opinion, guys, what we saw there from 60 Minutes last night. Now, Bitcoin is up 83% in the last 90 days. Ethereum only 76%. We've been mentioning that we're waiting for this whole thing to flip. It is altcoin season still on the altcoin season index. XRP has been the third best mover in the last 90 days. Only XLM and HBAR have moved more thus far in the last 90 days than XRP. Let's take a look at the overall market, guys. Bitcoin's dialed back to 98K. Ethereum here at 38 and some change. XRP sitting around 240. You know, we did get a little bit of a pop yesterday. Nothing too crazy, though. We got up to about 264, right? Basically trending sideways a little bit right now after the massive explosion, from 50 cents, even less than that, 48 cents back in early November. Basically a month ago, guys, we were 48 cents. So still look really, really strong on the charts. Very frustrating last night, though. I think no matter what, the fact that Garlinghouse, though, went on 60 Minutes, the fact that Ripple was mentioned, XRP was mentioned, there's an old saying, all press is good press. Even despite how 60 Minutes painted a picture that was not necessarily positive, it still gets the word out. It still puts crypto center ice. It still puts crypto right in front of the potential new wave of investors, whether they're retail or institutional. And I think as this new regime steps in, crypto will continue to be adopted. It will continue to be looked at as a force rather than a threat. And I think that happens over time with changing policy, with guidelines and guardrails that are going to be put in place, with a pro-crypto president, a pro-crypto team around that president. And that is what we have now. So it's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll. That's for sure. And that'll always be true. And we're slowly getting there. Last night was just a microcosm of the issues we've dealt with, though, in the last, since crypto started. There still are a lot of non-believers. But you know what? We do believe, and we do see the future. And eventually, everyone else will too. I appreciate you guys for watching the video. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe down below if you haven't already. Have a fantastic day. We'll see you guys in the next video.